One of the first things I had to get my head around when I took over this portfolio a couple of years ago was the disruption, but also the pride that the cruise ships bring to Southampton. So you could have a day where you have 5 cruise ships in, which could be 20 to 30,000 passengers, or you could have 2 cruise ships in that could be 18 to 20,000 passengers. So some people say it's terrible that we've got so many cruise ships, but actually the number of cruise ships is not the issue, it's the size of the cruise ships that determines the number of people in the city. And if you think about it, those cruise ships come in early morning, they disembark, so if you've got a big number of cruise ships in, 25,000 people by 11 o'clock in the morning, and then there's 25,000 people joining those cruise ships to go off on their cruises in about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's some challenge to get all of those people into the city and out of the city without disruption. So we encourage people to come early, to stay in our hotels, to use our restaurants. We work with the cruise companies to make sure people know where they can park their cars. Sometimes that's the option of parking in the port, but the port is under pressure more and more to release space for business rather than just as car parks. And I, with colleagues, work really closely with the port director to make sure that the port that we should be really proud of adds to our growth and our economy in the city, and obviously supplies any number of jobs to local people, is something we welcome. With it, it brings its challenges, not just moving people around from A to B, but also the air quality issues and the amount of business that our roads take in and out of the port, whether that be through the different containers. Southampton Port is seen as a gateway to the Midlands and up north. A lot of the stuff that you buy in the shops, that you buy in your supermarkets, will come through Southampton ports, and that has to get in and out of the port just the same as all the rest of the stuff, whether that be the workers or commodities or the HGVs.